I'm Tasmin, and I am the Arts and Culture Editor for Coast Report. I've been at Coast Report since spring of 2020.
And this is my first and last semester at Orange Coast College Coast Report class.
It is Sarah Goodrose, and I've been the Editor-in-Chief of Coast Report for the last 2 semesters.
Hi, I'm Chris Babona. I'm the sports editor of Coast Report. I've been here for 4 semesters, 2 as editor.
Hi, so I'm Timothy Hessen. I'm the current views editor for Coast Report, and I'm planning on being back next semester as well, and sports editor position.
Rodriguez. I'm a sophomore student here at Orange Coast College. This is my first semester working for Coast Report as a reporter.
My favorite story that I wrote for Coast Report this semester, or for the entire year of 2021-2022, is the Transferable Social Justice Studies degree.
So my favorite story to work on was the profile on the swimmer Giselle Queen.
My favorite story to work on has been the arrest that was made in the 2021 harbor deaths. I was on that story since the news broke, and I think that it is so important to tell these stories and make sure that this is something our community and our students are aware of and stay aware of.
My favorite story this semester, I think some of the most important stuff, especially for OCC's purposes, was the John Altobelli coverage we did. It was the 2-year anniversary of the crash, and then they got the Memorial Cup for him, and then El Camino player, and just to be there and the emotions in that field, like you ever present once you walked in the gates. Everyone was feeling the same type of energy, all the memorial services, the people that came in to support, covering that, taking those pictures, those interviews. Those some of the most special that I've ever done. But then I would say a close second would probably be when me, Enrique, and Timothy, we went up to El Camino College in LA, and we watched men's volleyball win the championship. We got really good coverage of that, video, pictures, and that was one of my favorite sports coverages for sure.
That I worked on this semester was a group reporting project with me, Tasmin McGill, and Kate Bent, and it was about the mask mandate being suspended by June 1st, which ended up not going through because they extended it again. But it was really cool just for all of us to work together, and we had Taz and Kate going out there and interviewing people and just really pounding the pavement with everyone on campus.
A few stories that I contribute to the most. Well, one of them is the men's volleyball. And that was where I was doing social media and taking a lot of videos of the game. And my favorite part, obviously, was the last point that OCC made to win the state championship.
I enjoyed working on that one because I got to learn a lot about what it takes to create an actual course, not only for students, the curriculum committee, and also just the professor and all.
Definitely awesome to work on that story. Just the fact that I learned so much about her growing up and her progress to where she helped win OCC state finals.
As both the Editor-in-Chief of Coast Report and a student leader at Orange Coast College, I've seen the firsthand effects that the stories of Robert Snell and Imani Palmer had on our student population here at OCC, and I've just been so proud to be able to do justice to their memory with my work on the Coast Report over the past year.
Cup, I really just think, like I kind of mentioned on, it was so impactful to the community. When you walked into the gate, there was firefighters. They had a huge crane they brought to the stadium with the American flags for the national anthem. We had a famous blues artist came, sung the national anthem, and then of course they played the Memorial Cup, and it was a packed crowd, hundreds of people, and the president was there, congressmen and women were there as well, and that just speaks volumes to the impact they had for sure.
With this era of this post-pandemic era at OCC, every big news story is, are we going to continue having masks? Are we going to ramp up COVID policies? Or are we going to loosen COVID policies? And so I think that really creates this effect with students where they're kind of just being thrown around. They really don't know what's going on with COVID here. And so I think it's super important to, document, so when we look back on, in this era of COVID for OCC, what did the students feel? How did the students feel? What were they saying?
The last video of me in the last point for OCC, it was real impactful to OCC sports and to the athletes as well. Mainly for volleyball, because that is a real memorable moment for the volleyball team. Seeing themselves winning the national state championship. Being the underdog of, well, what they were called the underdogs, Long Beach City was ranked 1 at the time, and OCC was ranked 2. And for them to sweep Long Beach City, and for me to be at that moment, to videotape that final point, it's a real honor.
And this is me signing off for the spring semester.
Zeddy signing off.
And this is Sarah Gaudreau signing off from the Coast Report for the last time. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure serving you for the past 3 semesters.
I know you're gonna get me sentimental talking about like a sign off, but you know what? Yeah, I have been here 4 semesters. My final one. I'm gonna be transferring out. It's either gonna be Berkeley or USC. Not decided yet. Got to hear back, but I hope I left a good impression. I was a sports editor, and like we just saw our numbers, and we published more sports stories than anything else in Coast Report this semester. And I really hope that standard holds true the next sports editor, that we cover our teams, because there's 25 athletic programs that they need coverage in, and I hope that my work, it carries on to the next one. That's all I ask, and thank you guys.
This is Timothy Hessen signing off for the 2022 spring semester, and I'm excited to be back.
It's reporter Enrique Rodriguez signing off. Hope you had a good spring semester, have a good summer, and we'll see you next fall.